imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, there's so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair, lack a bit of imagination, fantasy, imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, with so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair, lack a bit of imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. This is
Good
episode
evening.
14.
14.
We're back with a bang. I'm back from Bali, nice and rejuvenated, relaxed and resourceful.
Okay. Joe, I'm very hot.
Yeah, and we're actually recording in a venue which doesn't have any air conditioning. We've actually moved venue as well.
So we're back to Chewy Hill.
Yeah.
So tell us what the story was today.
Well, the football centre, they have indoor tonight.
They do. So what time did you land?
I landed at 12 o'clock this afternoon from Bali.
So we're going to go to the football centre at 2 and go like 2 to 3. I'm working there. I got to set up the session at 3:30.
Yeah, so Trent was working. I was rushing home from the airport.
And like people usually come in at like 3:15. I was like, people are going to walk in and I was doing the pod. So
Yeah.
it happened before, but like that time people were just going to keep coming
But
in.
now we're here. We've got a green screen behind us now, but you'll just be seeing a nice tropical jetty from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Because we think that suits the podcast.
I think it does. I think it suits the temperature we're currently in as well.
Yeah, it's like even the humidity now is quite insane.
It is very high.
I'd say it's about 80%.
It's very hot.
Yeah, it's about like 35 degrees.
Yeah. I just trained and it was tough. It was just
Yeah.
a wet top like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I could imagine that. That's why I go to my air-conditioned gym
Okay.
every now and then. I haven't been since I've got back from Bali.
So how's the New Year's resolution going?
Good. My New Year's resolution was to be slightly healthier.
Are you slightly healthier?
For sure. I'm feeling it. My aerobic capacity
Aerobic?
has increased tenfold, I think.
Tenfold.
Yeah.
Can you measure that on a fold basis?
I think I can. Like, I can nearly run 5Ks in half an hour,
Okay.
which I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay.
Because
5Ks in half an hour?
Which is a good thing because my indoor soccer games are also half an hour. So my theory is to like run out a whole game. I'll just like run for half an hour.
That's not a bad theory.
Yeah.
Not a bad theory.
Like I might take that to one of the universities and we might test it out thoroughly.
Or sports science.
But anyway, I was in Bali.
You're in
on the
Bali. So when
weekend.
did you leave, Joe?
I left on Friday night.
Okay.
So I caught the tail end of the Brisbane game.
Yes, that was on
At the airport.
Friday.
I watched it on KO. The last
Decent
10
game.
minutes.
Decent game.
I watched 10 minutes, so I couldn't judge. I didn't watch any games this week.
I did watch a lot of games.
When
so.
Melbourne were playing Perth, I was at
Yes.
Mississippi
Okay.
and I was doing backflips off the diving board
Right. Okay.
instead of watching the game.
That's good.
I'm sure our viewers and listeners can understand
Yes.
why I haven't watched any games this week, but I can still talk about them.
We can. There's been a whole lot of news as well. So, Joe, you jumped off the Mississippi backboard. Did you
Yep.
knee yourself in the eye and cut your eye?
No, I didn't. I saw this. One of our friends, he jumped off the diving board. He tried to do like a front flip or something. And
Or
he's
backflip.
something.
I think
But he's like tucked in his knees too much and he's like kneed himself in the head and he had to get 4 stitches that night,
That is...
which was quite a bummer for him.
I think he was doing a backflip and then that's why I'm
remember.
thinking about... I wasn't there.
But yeah, it
I'm
was like a little scare, but no, glad he's
a
alright.
little bit scary. He was okay. Okay. What else did you do?
What else?
Did you eat any kebabs and corn on the street?
No, we pretty much got Uber Eats the whole time.
Uber Eats in Bali. I wouldn't think.
It's called like Gojek or something.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, it was like delivery fee was like 4 cents.
4 cents. Okay.
So yeah, we just got like Boss Man and a few other things down to the villa. Now it was awesome.
Right. So what food did you order?
Oh, a few burgers here and there. Some like some rice bowls with chicken teriyaki, katsu chicken.
Okay.
That was about it. Some
Balinese
noodles.
food. Yeah.
Yeah, like a nice and cultural.
Did you feel very safe in Bali, Joe?
Or the first night because we arrived at like 11 o'clock at night, I didn't feel too safe then.
Okay, I wouldn't either. Yeah.
But no, during the day, once you get to know your environment a bit better, I thought, I was like, this is not too bad.
You didn't fall in any open drainage.
I saw a few of those, and
Did you fall
I
in?
didn't, just
Okay.
because you warned me about them. Which
That's good.
I
That's good.
appreciate that.
Did you see the little offerings that they burn?
Yeah, I nearly walked on a few. I was like, made sure I didn't.
Yeah, they infuriated me.
That would have been quite disrespectful if I did it. So yeah, I always kept an eye out for them.
That's okay. I actually got I was in a conversation with someone the other day, and I was telling them how I don't like going to Bali. Well,
I can see why.
My theory was, like, why pay money to go to a third world country? This might be extremely controversial. Might be slightly political as well.
The Bali United fans who listen to this aren't going to be happy with
I think, okay, we'll move on.
But I think I know where you're going with that.
Okay, I think maybe the viewers know as well.
Yeah, comment below if you like barley. Comment below if you don't like it. Also comment. We can have a nice discussion about the pros and cons of barley.
Yeah. Our Patreon has been extremely active, Joe.
Yes, last week we uploaded our first exclusive mini podcast onto our Patreon.
That was for the Ultimate Shaggers.
Yeah, that's the $5 US tier. And now we've got some good feedback from that.
We have. So the Ultimate Shaggers get one exclusive pod a month. We're gonna
a month or a week?
A month, because it's a monthly subscription.
Isn't that when we're doing like a 5-minute one every week?
No, every month. It's on the Patreon.
Okay, yeah, you can sort that out.
And then we're also going to upload one. We're going to record something after for all the patrons. So if you're a normal shagger, an ultimate shagger, or a Sui tier.
Yeah, the Sui is the corporate tier for our corporate overlords.
Yes.
Who want to give us 10 USD a month, and we'll do ads for you.
For sure. And the ultimate shaggers will also get another exclusive.
Because that's why we're into podcasts, to make money off you guys. So.
No, okay, so Joe, on our Discord, which has been very active, of the patrons, we got a photo sent of you in Bali. Can you please tell us how that came about?
So what happened was, apparently, photo was taken of me, and just by chance being sent to one of our patrons, and he's on
our patron, Jacob Jordan.
One of them.
Okay.
And
Colangelo.
Apparently, he recognised me, and I'm just a small world.
Very small, Jacob Colangelo.
Yeah. So big ups Bali and tropical t-shirts.
Okay, so I think we're gonna start a patron Snapchat group. I think that'll be good.
Just a side note, it's actually boiling in here, so if we're sweating, forgive us.
Yeah, we're not unfit.
Yeah.
Or maybe Joe is.
I'm slightly fitter than I was before. That's beside the point.
It is probably, it was like 40 degrees today. So.
Yeah, even the humidity in Bali, they need to sort that out.
I don't think they can sort it out, Joe.
I think if Bali United played victory at home, I think Bali United could have won.
Yeah, I think
just because of the environmental conditions.
Salvatore wouldn't like the heat. No, that much. All right, Joe. So let's shout out our patrons.
Yep.
Andrea.
Yeah, or Andrea.
Or Andrea.
We don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
Okay.
Because my dad's name is Andrea, like the Italian Andrea. Like
I see this guy on Twitter though. Andrea.
Oh yeah, true. It's probably that dude.
Probably.
Yeah.
Andrea, David Clark, Fraser Marnham, Glenn Olivero, Jacob Colangelo, Jordan Smith, Jordan Waters, our first female patron, Natasha Williams.
Big ups.
And Tom Kavanagh. So I did manage to... So I couldn't go to the Glory game. I told the patrons this.
Oh, you didn't? Wow.
So, because I said I had a 21st, and it was dress up. I didn't like the theme. It was like... The theme was, wish you were here, dressed as an iconic dead person.
I'm not... Yeah, I'm not big on that.
I just didn't... I had some ideas. I just didn't like it. So I went as Bob Marley. So I wore like a Jamaican hat. Old denim.
I hope you didn't do blackface.
No, I didn't.
Thank God. Okay.
I didn't. No. I didn't even think of it, and then someone said it, and I was like, no, I wouldn't do that at all.
Otherwise, the podcast would be cancelled.
The podcast would be cancelled. So I went as a white Bob Marley, and I didn't want to go to the Glory. So because the Glory game was at 6:45.
Couldn't you go to the Glory as Bob Marley?
No, I didn't want it. So that was the thing. I was saying I don't want to sit in the family stand with a Jamaican hat on.
I reckon you could have.
I don't know.
You would have made it on Fox Sports. That would have been such
a I said this to someone. But I didn't want to go to the Glory like that, Joe. I didn't want to represent the podcast as a stupid outfit.
Fair play. Have you worn your podcast t-shirt to the Glory yet?
No, I think we will on Friday, though. I kind of want to meet up.
Twinning.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a patron meet up.
Yeah, we're actually in a box this Friday night.
We are in a
box. Derby. The biggest game of the season
Oh,
for Glory.
I can't wait.
Like, when the fixtures get announced, this is like the one date I always look forward. I check for first.
Oh, it's the biggest derby in the comp.
It's bigger than like any cup final ever.
Of course. And is there a trophy? There is.
There is, yeah. It's like a $20 trophy.
Yeah, I think
get from like Spotlight or something.
It's a giant joke, but we love it. Okay, that's our patron wrapped up. Now, Joe, I've been vigorously note taking because there's been so much news.
Note taking, or just stealing articles from Fox Sports and the World Game.
That would go down as note taking.
Fair play, it actually would, yeah.
All right, Joe, can we transition from the humidity of Bali to the coronavirus? Can we do that?
Over 50 and you can go.
Okay. We're eating during the podcast now. So there's been a bit of an Asian Champions League coronavirus controversy. Well, the Chinese can't travel to Australia.
Just for our listeners, I'm just eating some shapes, so that's why.
He's eating some... Yeah.
If you can hear some static, that's probably me eating.
That is Joe eating. So, obviously, you can't travel to Australia from Bali. Fair enough. And there's been... So, the Glory had to move their game. They're now playing Shanghai Shenhua on April the 28th. They've got a game against the Mariners on the 26th, who Adam Peacock expects to be just
I'd hope so.
pushed back.
But knowing the A-League, they won't move it.
They'll leave it. And it's 1 week before the finals series, I believe. Joe, give me your thoughts on the coronavirus.
It's scary, man. When I was at Bali Airport and leaving Perth Airport, I was a little bit cautious.
Okay.
Because everybody else had like the face mask.
Yes.
And like I tried to buy one, obviously, but they sold out everywhere. Like apparently heaps went to like New South Wales and all that because like the bushfires.
Oh, true.
So yeah, I tried. So like all the chemists sold out, even like the wholesalers sold out.
Okay.
So like if I'm coughing later in this podcast, could be coronavirus.
Could be coronavirus, and I'll leave.
But I think touch wood, I'm good for now.
Touch wood. When this is not the mahogany table,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But we're touching wood anyway.
Yeah, we've got a green screen now anyway.
Okay.
So
So, yeah, I don't really have so much to say about the coronavirus, but it's very annoying for the Champions
it's
League.
a scary thought as well.
It is. I mean, it's like because it's new. It's a new virus. It's
Yeah.
like it's not exposed to people's immune systems.
Yeah.
Because when the flu first came about, I believe a lot of people died, Joe.
Oh, like the
Spanish flu?
That was like after World War One, or no, that was after World War Two. Was that 50s?
History? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like the Black Plague as well. That was
The Black Plague was rats,
that,
I believe.
That just like, destroyed humanity.
It
man.
literally destroyed humanity. I played a very good game based on the Black Plague. I won't mention it now, but
Yeah, we'll get onto that later.
All right. So we've talked about the outbreak, and the Glory are going to move their game. Fair enough.
Yeah.
1 week before the finals, not very good.
Glory will be like I don't know.
We'll probably
be
have the
good.
week off.
Yeah,
We'll see.
true.
All right, Joe. Let's move on to this. Is a very somber story. Simon Hill did some great reporting. Vitor Saba has retired early. Actually, I think he retired last year, but didn't come out publicly. This is very common, Joe. So he had a very small hole in his heart that they said he can't
A few
play anymore.
footballers have come out with this.
I've
like,
heard
the last few years.
I think I know someone. Yeah, I know someone personally who was training with the Perth Glory, who had to stop playing because you go through this. What's it called? Like the protocol through the medical staff, and they
Yeah.
find the hole, and you can't play anymore. This is really tough. And like one quote this is very heartbreaking. He said, "I had great technique, but never had the aerobic capacity of my teammates, and you could never work it out." And that's very sad.
Yeah, because he had like problems with like West Sydney, didn't he, when he was here?
Well, I just thought like he never really played a full 90, but he was good. So he was an Asian
Yeah.
Champions League winner with West.
Yeah, he was. He had the top knot. That's why I rated him. But yeah,
Great top knot, great beard. He was a great bloke.
Yeah, Vitor Saba, all the best, mate.
All the best. Vamos.
Hopefully one day, I don't know, come back.
Come back, be a coach. I think. Yeah.
Keep the top knot though. We love that here.
Can I talk about John Paul Dimarini?
Not sure who that is, but go
That's
on.
the new Western Sydney coach.
True.
Now, I listened back to what I said earlier when we talked about the Babel sacking, and I kind of said that like he undermined Babel.
Yeah, that was a mutiny.
A mutiny. And I don't like him. I don't like John Paul Dimarini.
Yeah.
And I feel like the whole time, the assistant coach like runs a lot of sessions.
You can talk. I'm asleep if we're still filming.
Okay. The assistant coach runs a lot of sessions, and I feel like he's so as responsible for the whole Western Sydney like debacle than Babel is. He's as responsible. And I just feel like appointing him, I don't like it. I don't like his mannerisms. I don't like his tone either. Tone of voice. Don't like it. But they won.
But they won. That's all that matters this week.
I don't like John.
What's it? Simon Cox, the new signing?
He knew something. We'll talk about
That was a saucy goal.
That was
We'll
saucy.
get to that later.
All right, Joe.
What else is in the news, Trent?
Chris Howard, 8 years at the Glory, hasn't played a game in. Well, he's been excommunicated, unfortunately, for Chris,
Essentially, from the church.
from the church. The law student, the environmentalist. We love you, Chris Howard.
Yep.
He's off to the Mariners.
End of the season, I believe.
Yes. Gallup Walker was released by the Mariners, and he's off to the Victory.
Yep. Fair play.
There was speculation it was coming to an ACL club, so we might have thought it was a Glory. But
Yeah, I would have loved to I would have loved to have had him at Glory.
I would have
Just
preferred him over.
because of his last name, Gully Walker. Just imagine that in our midfield.
I think he's probably better than. I never said this about Vince Leah. You know, he's very. I would call him a recycled A-League player, Joe. Would you?
I would say recycled. Like it's been like 3 clubs now. Hey.
Okay.
Like Victory, Phoenix, Glory. Like there's been like more recycled players.
There's
than
been more
Vince
recycled
Leah.
players, alright.
But no, for like depth and that, I'll take him.
Okay.
Just seemed like a solid player with experience. Like he knows what the expectations are. He's been around the block. And no, I think he'll be solid.
Okay. I would have preferred Gallup Walker, but
Gully Walker, because of his youthfulness and maybe his surname, and he's Italian. Is Leah Italian though?
he might be.
We'll find that out.
We'll find that out. We'll find who's great. Actually, no, I've got a great story about we thought someone was Italian, and he's actually Maltese. I'll get onto it later.
Get onto that.
All right. O'Donovan has left Brisbane, so he was also excommunicated. I don't like this in the A-League. People just like disappear. And
Like, why can't there be transfer fees, man? Like just
Yeah.
because of this, but they said no, we'll just like mutual terminate everybody.
It's the mutual termination. No, it's the window of mutual termination.
Yeah.
Don't like it. So he has joined Newcastle Jets. Back to the Jets.
Yeah. Now this is a bit of a recycling. I think.
Yeah, I think because I want to make a comment that someone is so recycled that they're just a recycling bin. But I don't think
He's not a bin. Roy O'Donovan will score goals at Jets.
he will.
It's proven.
It is. It's almost a proven science.
Yeah, like that's what like the Jets have been missing because instead of like Jason Hoffman, like O'Donovan will take his spot for sure.
O'Donovan and Arroyo up front could provide.
That'd be saucy.
That would be quite saucy.
They could be in the hunt for top 6 now.
No.
If they get a few wins under their belt, they're straight up there.
All right. Wessie, the Irish Messi, Wes Houlihan, is closing in on a return.
Say top 6, Newcastle can do it, man.
Maybe.
Houlihan, O'Donovan, they're both Irish, are they not?
They are both Irish.
They've got that hyperlink.
They have got a hyperlink.
They could be on.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. They played actually decent on the weekend.
Could make top
They literally
6.
had they dominated West
They'll
United.
finish above Adelaide United. That's a Sokkah podcast guarantee.
Interesting. Stephen Moore returns to Adelaide. Good signing.
Moore.
And again, he's been excommunicated from Brisbane.
Yeah, I've rated him. Like it was saucy maybe a season or two ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just hasn't hit his stride at Brisbane. Which
Well,
is
I think he's just
unfortunate,
again fallen out. I cannot stand players falling out with coaches.
Maybe Fowler, he's just a very, I don't know. As a coach, you can't get along with him. I don't know. And
He's a polarizing figure.
If it's not his way, then
It's the highway.
you're getting mutually terminated.
But I feel like that's Rudan to a T.
Here's a good idea for a movie.
Okay.
It's like The Terminator,
Yes.
but it's the mutual Terminator.
Okay, so
But for the A-League.
all right.
I don't know. That's something to think about. I don't know. I haven't fully fleshed out the idea yet, but I just thought about it then.
I think that it should be called the Mutual Terminator
The mutual Terminator. We can sell the movie rights one day.
one day. Okay.
What else is in the news?
Lockie Jackson has a knee injury. It's an ACL and a double meniscus tear, so he's
That's
out
not
for the
good.
year. We've talked about Lockie Jackson in the past.
Yep, I've had a beer with him before. Great guy.
Great guy.
I wish him all the best. And it's a shame. He's a young player as well.
He's a young player. It is a shame. Moss is retiring at the end of the year, and because he obviously did that calf injury when he took a goal kick.
Yeah.
And he wants Italiano and the other goalkeeper to show off their worth.
Yeah, why not? That's good to hear.
I like
That's
that.
good calm. That's good energy.
Yeah, I like you, Glenn Moss. Good on you. Okay, Walter Scott has an 8 to 10 week knee injury.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Ryan Teague, who's the under-17 Australian captain, has left Sydney FC for FC Famalicão.
Is all this news relevant? Because I'm listening to this news, I'm not.
Okay, we'll skip.
What's the Economides out? That's it.
So Economides has done a suspected ACL.
Yeah.
And
But the last glory player to do an ACL was Dino Djulbic, and he was out for 2 months.
yeah, but he cannot. He's not back.
Is something in the water in WA, which could mean Economides could be back sooner than 9 months.
Joe, Dino's not back.
Dino was back, but he injured something else.
Did he? No, the knee's not right still.
But wasn't he playing?
No, he never played.
No, he did play. He played one game. He started
year?
one. Yes, 100%. He played one game. Now he's injured again. I don't think it's his knee though.
Interesting.
All right, we'll just.
So
pause.
you reckon? Okay,
We'll
let's
pause
pause
here.
Okay.
Okay, we're back with more news.
We're back with more news. We're continuing the news, even though Joe doesn't want to. So Ryan Teague, 6-figure transfer fee. He was the
6 figures. That's 100,000.
100,000.
Fair play.
So under 17 World Cup captain for Australia has left Sydney FC. He looked decent. All right, Hendry from City, the Celtic loanee, season-ending knee surgery. So he was that bloke they bought him from Celtic.
Yeah, he played one game.
Played one game. He was decent. Okay, Sydney FC won the Youth League 5-1 against the Victory.
I don't care about the youth league.
Okay.
It's a Mickey Mouse tournament.
All right, yeah, that's true. It's true. Okay, and Hyundai cut ties with the A-League after a 15...
Okay, this is news. I don't care about youth league and Ryan Teague or whoever.
All right.
Hyundai want to back off from the A-League.
Yes.
Now, what could replace Hyundai?
All right.
Could it be Natural Cracker Company?
Maybe.
Could it be
Maybe.
the Sokkah podcast? Who knows? The Sokkah podcast A-League? Who knows? Could it be, I don't know. What are some good companies which would be awesome to have as a sponsor?
Chicken Treat.
Chicken Treat, the Chicken Treat A-League?
It's probably not a good...
Or what's a big company?
BHP Billiton.
The BHP A-League? Or I don't know.
I don't know. Hyundai is a very good name to precede the A-League.
Because we've been used to it for so long as well.
That's true.
So yeah, next season,
What was the NSL called? Was it
just NSL?
NSL.
You know?
Should we have no sponsor? Should we go sponsorless?
I think it like or Fiat or something.
The
or
Fiat-
Telstra. Or Optus will pick it up. I reckon Optus will pick it up for
The
sure.
Optus.
No,
A-League.
because Optus, think about it. They have like Champions League and the rights for what's it called? The Premier League.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, but Fox Sports have the rights to.
No, Optus have the Premier League,
No, but Fox Sports still have the rights for
A-League.
the A League.
Yeah.
But the naming rights could go to Optus, maybe. Who knows?
The naming rights can go to Optus. I was thinking calling it the Optus Hyundai A-League, but no, the Optus A-League. I like
The
it.
Optus A League.
The KO A-League?
Maybe. As long as they fix up their user interface, I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's Apple TV. All right. The 15-year deal expires in June for Hyundai, which aren't going to renew.
Even the was it Caltech Socceroos or
Yes.
the Qantas? What are they? What were they before?
They were the Caltech Socceroos.
Yeah, Caltex, they've gone away.
They no longer have a name. So then now that it was funny because everyone got a notification on their Facebook page to say that Caltech Socceroos have changed the name to the Socceroos. Yeah. Very sad.
Like, I hate getting those emails as well.
Yeah.
Like, just unsubscribe me, fam. Like, you're wasting my time.
Yeah, I agree. I get a lot of FFA emails, Hyundai A-League emails. All right. That's the news. I don't think Joe enjoyed that. That's all right.
It just felt like it was too, like, serious for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
I don't mind. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. Now, the victory versus Kashima Antlers a long time ago and won 1-0.
From ACL injuries to ACL Champions League games.
Asian Champions League games,
Yep.
yes. This was like Salvatore in the rain, 5-4-1 for victory. They literally defended the whole game and won.
You know who played amazing this game?
Who?
Kenny Athieu.
He did.
He was just a chaos the whole game.
Threw himself around.
He I don't know. He did nothing good the whole game, but he was just there.
He was.
He just caused a ruckus everywhere he was.
He was there.
But no, he finally scored a goal after like a while. So he finally broke his duck.
Yep, and then...
It was a good goal. No, I took a deflection, but...
What I like to see is like professional away performances in the Asian
Yeah,
Champions
you just want
League.
to grind out results like that.
Yeah.
That's what the Champions League is for, just grinding out 1-0 results
Pretty much.
in terrible conditions.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Because usually Australian teams go there and just lose.
Yeah.
Because they don't set up properly. I thought Salvatore did well.
Yeah. Good on him.
Up the Vuk.
Up the Vuck. Yeah.
Vuck. All right, Sydney-Brisbane, the first game.
I watched 10 minutes of this game.
Okay. Now,
Go on.
Brisbane. Sydney weren't actually very good this game. This was a game Sydney FC won.
I did say last week Brisbane had a decent
You
chance
did say
to beat
it's the
them.
first game, Joe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought Sydney FC, although they won, were not at their best. And Brisbane did push them quite hard.
They had a chance to win it in the last minute. Jacob Pepper.
Yes.
He just peppered the shot a little bit too wide.
Right. Was it a red pepper?
It was a asparagus. No, it was I don't know.
What? All right. It was
Forget
a
about that.
tightly contested affair. Now, there was a handball given to Scott Neville.
I don't know if I'd give that.
It literally, if Scott Neville shaved his arm hair,
Like it went through his like arm and shoulder.
Did the
but
ball
it
even
touch it?
deviate? It did touch it.
think
Did the
it-
ball deviate?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for our corporate overlords at Fox Sports.
It is. Because I feel like it's harsh.
But to send off Neville for that as well, that's extremely harsh.
Extremely harsh, I
Like
reckon.
the ball's like just glanced him, and he's got a second yellow card for that. Like a man shouldn't be getting sent off for that.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
I don't
Just
think
because the ball just skimmed him.
Yeah.
And like you need to check with like forensics to see if it skimmed him to then send him off. That's ridiculous. That's unfair.
Yeah, the VAR room were calling their mate at forensics to work it out.
Yeah, legit. They've got forensic scientists from like the CIA to like see if it's touched Scott Neville. It's ridiculous.
I agree. But I said, what? Because a lot of other people don't. A lot of people don't understand the handball rule.
Yeah, because now that like
they've changed it a lot as well.
they've changed it to now like nobody knows what a handball is. Like if you move your arm away or you move your body away, make yourself smaller and just touches your arm now. Dude, I don't even know what it is. I was a referee.
Yeah.
And now I don't know what a handball is now because it's just I don't know.
What are the referees doing? No, I agree. They changed the rules. No one really knows what's
It's
going
like
on.
even the wording of it, they've like backed themselves into like a corner, and now they can't get out of that corner. So who knows? Like the handball rule needs to get fixed. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Like it happens every week as well, everywhere.
Yeah, very tough on Scooter Neville. Now, straight after that, Corey Brown gave away an absolute blatant penalty, but it was turned off. It was offside. It was offside by like a centimetre.
This wasn't in the highlights, so I don't think I saw it.
All right. Jamie Young was amazing.
Dude, he's made some good saves in the last month
There was
or so.
there was a Bratton shot and then a Lafondra double up, and he's killing it.
No,
Jamie Young.
it's just like him and Lopa are top form.
He looks a lot like my first cousin's husband, and that's the running joke in my house that Jamie Young is. Looks a lot like my first cousin's husband.
Fair play. We'll allow that.
Yeah, Sydney weren't their best, and Brisbane with 10 men were actually really good. This happens a lot, Joe. When a team goes down to 10 men, the other team, just like backs off.
Yeah, I'll see if I'm recording. I forgot if I put the camera on.
All right, please do. So when Brisbane went down to 10 men, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, they actually outplayed Sydney. This happens a lot. I feel like, but I have heard coaches, professional coaches, that do train to break down 10 men and train to play with 10 men.
That's smart. Like, if I was a coach, I'd do that.
Yeah, same.
I'm just too busy, so.
Too busy. Okay. Sydney won, but Brisbane were very good.
Brisbane could make top 6.
The 5th and 6th spot are quite tight.
Because it's like Western United, Newcastle now.
Yes.
That's my theory.
Adelaide.
I don't think Adelaide will make it. I'm standing by my round 1 prediction that they won't make
They
it.
just beat Melbourne City.
And?
All right, okay.
We'll talk about it whenever the season finishes.
Fair enough. We can move on to...
Where are we catching a train to?
From Sydney to Newcastle.
That's a decent train ride. We can catch the bus to that.
Clarkey on our Discord was sending us photos from this game.
Big ups.
Now, Jets, very fashionable 3-5-2. So they pretty much matched up 3-5-2. Jets had about 20... Well, I know
They've had 26 shots. Wow, I just saw the stat.
26 shots. They absolutely peppered the Western United goal. But the chances Western United had were actually like... They were counter-attack and clear cut.
Man of the match, Dimi Petrados, because he somehow missed an open goal. He kicked the ball backwards.
Man of the match.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Just because I don't know how that happens.
Yep.
Man of the match, Dimi
Man of the
Petrados. Because I've never seen that happen before.
I think it was worse than the Hoffman miss. At Wellington.
100%. The whole goal was open. He had no one to beat.
And he's the marquee man, so...
He's just swung the ball that way, and he's kicked it backwards somehow.
Yep.
I don't know how that happens, but I'll allow it.
So, that's true. Jets were very dangerous from set pieces, Bogard and Topple Stanley, but I feel like they were more dangerous than Hoffman up front.
Yeah, because Bogart's back from injury, hey?
He is. So anyway, around the box. Petrados miss of the year.
But now once Houlihan gets fit, and same with O'Donovan, Jets could be pretty saucy.
It could be right. Bobby Burns was actually quite decent.
He's been a decent signing. He's been pretty nifty.
He's alright. A few good crosses, but as I said, United and specifically Max Burgess had some very good counter-attacking opportunities.
Did Diamante play this game?
Check the lineups. I did watch I watched the mini match.
Cornet did. I don't think Diamante. Is he okay?
Is he okay? No,
he wasn't in the squad. With Diamante as well. He's got an online shop opening soon.
Oh, right.
It's called poiboard.com.
Okay, I think you mentioned
and
this.
He's selling like t-shirts with his brand, which is Poibor.
I think, we should definitely buy one.
I'm 100% going to buy one.
Is it just t-shirts or jumpers?
T-shirts and jumpers as well for now.
Okay.
But we finally got a meaning of what Poibor actually means.
Oh, please.
So it just means like live life with like passion and like compassion, and just like just give out positive vibes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Poibor. Very good.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to live my life from now on.
Ulcock got a start, his starting debut, who was the right centre-back of West United.
Wait, who?
Ulcock.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
And yeah, West United were very deep. But like, I don't know what, Rudan, I don't know.
If you're playing Newcastle, just attack them. They're last.
Yeah, they just sat back and defended.
Worst case scenario.
But so Joe, I've got an interesting opinion here.
Even Dario Jurček didn't play.
He didn't.
Because
you don't know what's going on with United. So obviously, you don't know if Rudan's got the shits with them, if they're injured. You can never work it out.
They've got so much problems behind.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you're at a club and lots of players have left because they've got the shits with the coach, I feel like you just can't go on from there. How do you go on?
Because who'd have a big ego in that team? At least a big personality. You'd have Kircho, Durante, Risdon, I reckon. Berisha, Diamante,
Cornet. Gulam had a big personality. He's out the door.
Yeah, Gulam as well.
McDonald would have out the door.
Yeah.
Hutchinson, the assistant coach. So I feel like after those players leave, how can you go on after that? I feel like it's just a sour taste in your mouth.
I still hope that they make finals just for Diamante's sake.
Yeah.
Because I love him.
Yeah. I would love to see... No, I feel like West United in the finals could do something dangerous.
100%.
You never know.
Diamante with one easy pass can unlock a whole team.
It's true. But I just feel like even with Brisbane and how they've released Mork, O'Donovan, how do you go on after that? I feel like it's just... I don't know.
I don't know, because Mork wasn't even playing much, was he?
But he wasn't.
O'Donovan wasn't playing the last 5 weeks. That's fair enough.
but if you're training in the squad and there's the two best players training over there in the corner.
Just poor recruitment. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't get in. I don't know.
I don't know.
But the next game was in Adelaide, so we'll catch a flight, Jetstar from Newcastle to Adelaide.
Okay.
Probably a stopover in Sydney for that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And Adelaide won 3-1.
Yeah, lots of set pieces
Dude,
this game.
corners in this game.
Lots
Insane.
of corners. Noon had a horrendous clearance that Halloran did punish, and then Noon got in the score sheet the other end, so he made good. Verbeek he brought back the suit.
Oh, what shoes was he wearing this week?
Loafers, like nice loafers.
What kind of socks?
I think it might have been. Oh no, were they polka dot?
Was it sockless or like
Might have been
no
sockless.
socks?
But they were like very high class, like $300 plus wing-tipped loafers.
That's what we love to see here.
Maybe is it what's the brand? Avila.
Who cares what
The
the
shoe
brand?
brand. The shoe.
But no, your favourite player, George Blackwood, scored for this game as well.
He did. He's actually apparently they like him. That's what the commentator said. Adelaide prefer him as a number 10, which is very bizarre.
Max,
Actually, Robbie Cornthwaite summed Blackwood up. There was a statement. Robbie Cornthwaite was like, Blackwood had ball over played over the top. Blackwood was running in, and he literally just like stood on the ball, lost it. And Cornthwaite's like, "You're a striker, Joe. You're a young striker. You
Yeah.
see the goal open up, run towards the ball.
Just run at it.
Have a shot."
That's what fans want to see, people running with the ball.
Exactly. So if you're watching this game, Cornthwaite did describe Blackwood perfectly. He's all right, Blackwood, but
He seemed like a good guy to get a beer with, though. I reckon we'd get along with him. You probably wouldn't because you hate him, but I could be mates with him. I think.
I'll be a good interview.
Well, like the Johnny Warren medalist, Harrison Delbridge, another red card.
And did you see Verbeek wasn't happy? Sorry, Monbear wasn't happy in the post-match press conference.
What did
about
he
it.
say?
He just said he was very ill-disciplined. He pretty much just ripped him, and I don't like it.
But it was people want to see tackles like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gone over the ball, which has sent him off.
I don't like defenders who are aggressively. So I don't like playing against defenders who just slide tackle everywhere.
See, I love it though.
Yeah, but you're not playing against that.
Oh yeah, I hate playing against that, but as a fan, I love to see a nice crunching tackle.
It's true. Belbridge does bring the
Like
crunch.
hate seeing legs broken, but if you do it cleanly, it's as good as seeing a goal.
If you cleanly break the leg, or you
you cleanly win the ball.
Okay. Simon Hill described Delbridge as crestfallen. That's it. That's the word of the.
Does this put him in doubt for the Fox Sports Best Player award?
No, I think it actually puts him further up
Probably.
because they can talk about him more. And yeah, Adelaide set pieces. Melbourne City are just, even though they're second, I feel like I don't know.
No, like I can see Perth will easily get second, and Wellington, that's up for debate whether they can catch them.
Melbourne City are just inconsistent.
But their form, they've won 2 in the last 5 as well, so that's for a team that's been second for a long time. I can see that coming to an end shortly.
If I'm a City fan, I'm just frustrated because sometimes you don't really know who's going to rock up. You know.
Yeah, and they're a game ahead of Glory as well, so
That's true.
Glory will definitely catch them up.
Chasing them. Yeah, that'd be disappointing. But I think the Verbeek shoes do make up for even the Adelaide one. So forget that. All right, Joe. Should we go to Perth?
We'll go to Perth. I was in Perth this time.
You weren't in Perth. This was the Glory not defending very well. A 2-2 draw. Toivonen, fantastic strike. I've heard criticisms of Reddy from Francis, our ex-cameraman. Oh no, he's still a cameraman, but not today.
Yeah, we don't have a cameraman, so that's why I'm
Frequently checking.
we got 10 more minutes on this one.
Reddy didn't even jump for the Toivonen goal, but it was a bloody good goal.
I swear Reddy does that a few, like I've noticed him do that. Like he doesn't dive, but no, like the ball was like curling outwards as well, so you could give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. We had D'Agostino, his first start from the Olyroos. He was really good. Now,
I heard good things, all the way from Bali.
All the way
People were talking about him at Mississippi.
Okay, that's good. Now, a friend of the show, Ben Krizik, he messaged me a lot about the alley because he wants to know tips.
Yeah, fair play.
And he called D'Agostino a flying Italian because he went up for a lot of headers.
Fair play.
Now, my dad told me...
Because he's a short boy as well, D'Agostino.
He is short. My dad told me D'Agostino is not Italian, he's Maltese.
He's Maltese.
And I think a lot of people would have thought he's Italian. So you know what?
100%.
It's not a Sokkah Pod exclusive because you can go on Wikipedia and I'm sure look it up. But also Maltese by parents.
Maltese, fair enough. D'Agostino.
D'Agostino. Very interesting.
Fair enough.
So he's not the flying Italian, he's the flying Maltese.
I'm going to message him on Instagram just so I can like confirm that.
I forgot my source is correct. But like Naboot's goal, the victory goals are amazing.
Oh yeah, like Toivonen, like he always shows up against Perth.
Yeah.
Like last season, he scored a cracker free kick against Perth as well.
Yeah, for sure. I believe the victory, played that's the same sort of 5-4-1, 3-4-3 system that they played against Kashima against us.
Yeah, even Naboot's goal was saucy as well.
Naboot's goal was very saucy.
That was a great move. Even Traore did Franjic, it could have been. On the left side, who was playing, I think it was Franjic.
Yeah.
He did flick the ball over him. the through ball.
Yeah, there was a 3-1 not from Traore.
But no, like it's great to see Nabbout scoring because he was copying so much flack from like Victory fans, and he just felt you could tell it was like affecting Nabbout.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and
personally,
he's a quality player, so they do step up.
yeah,
eventually.
like good. It's good to see him score, not against Glory,
yes.
but
Is Nabbout the epitome of the cliche saying that form is temporary and class is permanent?
oh, you could go that far.
You could go.
In the context of the A-League.
In the context
you could
of
go
the
that far.
Okay. Bruno's free kick was so good.
So many Victory fans were salty about Bruno just like diving apparently.
Oh no, there was one chance in the first half. I think it was Stephen Lucas, the ref.
Yeah.
Pathetic ref. There was a first chance, and it was like literally the same. So when Fornaroli scored his free kick, the foul then, exact same foul, so blatant in the first half. Stephen Lucas waved it off.
Because I feel like Fornaroli has a reputation,
Yes.
maybe for diving.
It's
But
true.
I feel like if you use your body smart enough, and you can get away with it.
It's true, and also if you're a good referee, you can work out if a dive or not.
Yeah, exactly. If you use your body well enough, then you can do anything.
Yep. I
Like
agree.
it's like the defender's fault for like obviously getting in the wrong position and fouling you.
Yeah, no. That,
But
he
if you're
uses-
smart enough to use your body, which
puts his body in the
Fornaroli
way.
is one of those types of players, he just gets his body over the ball. Defender just clatters into the back of him. That's a foul like in most days of the week.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, he uses his body very well. So D'Agostino saved the day for the 2-2 draw. Glow weren't the best defensively. I feel like, are we tired, Joe? Are we a fatiguing team?
Maybe teams have cracked the formula.
Well, I think the 3 centre-backs have played sort of every minute of every game the last...
the last like 10 weeks nearly.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a little bit of... I'd like to see Elrich soon. And, yeah, maybe a little bit of rotation as well.
No, I'm good to see the new fellas. Did any other new signings play?
No. Oh, besides the bench. We had Christian and Gable off the bench as well. Okay, so Economides has come on. So there's also a conspiracy theory underplotting this.
Okay.
That this may be mad about myself.
Yeah.
So you know how Popovich has been icing Economides out recently?
But Chanez has been in amazing form.
Okay, but that doesn't deny the fact that he's been icing out Economides.
Doesn't mean, no, he's not icing him out. He would have been icing him out if Chanez was in still horrible form. But
So the conspiracy
like, how do
theory
you
is...
drop Joel Chianese when he's been scoring most games?
It's true.
He's been the most informed player in our team, arguably.
But only as a result of Economides being on the bench. So
But of course Economides has been on the bench, though.
Okay. So let me think into theory.
So if a player is like on a good form...
Yeah, but he only the game that Economides was dropped and Joel started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. You have to keep playing Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, but the theory is...
But he hasn't been icing him out.
Well, the theory, Joe...
Okay, I'll let you speak.
Popovich, this is very ambitious of myself to think of this. But Popovich has pushed him to play injured, so he would do a serious injury, so he's gone.
No.
This is how
He's got another year on his contract as well.
Yeah, but we can't even sell him now because he's done an ACL.
So what? No, that's... You're fired, Trent.
Popovich never wanted to play him anyway. He wants him out.
I'm not. I don't agree with that.
All right.
These are not the words of me at the Sokkah podcast. This is just Trent.
All right. I'm just putting it out there, Joe.
Comment below if Trent should be fired.
Don't fire me. So we've been linked to an Adelaide attacker. What's his name, Joe? It was in the news.
Carlo, he was an Italian boy.
Carlo. Did I got it here?
Carlo
Armiento.
That's all. I like that name. That could fit in.
It reminds me of almond biscuits.
Yeah, like almond. I was thinking like ice cream.
Is it almond liqueur? What's it called?
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
That one.
That one.
The almond liqueur.
Comment below what the almond liqueur is.
Fuck, what is it? Okay, that's alright.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Alright, so that was...
that was a glory game that I didn't watch as well.
Okay. The Mariners, Western Sydney. Western Sydney
This looked like a decent game, not the first half.
Yeah, I caught the second half, and it was actually quite back and forth. Now, Bacchus is very good. Kieran.
Yeah, no, he's been decent.
He's been decent.
He's saying like since he's came back from the Ollie Roos as well. This was his first game back as well.
Yes.
No, it's good to see the young fellas.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Western Sydney, they had a few offers for him. They said, we want $1 million for him.
Well, I remember when he first came into the league, Kieran was playing as a midfielder. Keanu came in. This was under what was the Spanish bloke's name? Gombau. Kieran Bacchus was playing so well, and like Gombau pushed Keanu in and sort of Kieran out. And Kieran's still a good player, but he's Keanu, very good player.
No, big ups. Kieran or Keanu?
Keanu.
Big ups.
I don't like Western Sydney now because I don't like John Paul Badimarini. Don't like anything about him.
That's good to say. I want to see Western Sydney doing well.
I do, but not under John Paul.
They deserve it. Like, new stadium, like, I don't know, they have the fan base.
They deserve to under Babel,
I just want them to do well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, under Babel. I miss Babel.
I miss Babel, and I don't like looking at that short man, John Paul DiMarini.
Who's taken Babel's mantle as, like, best dressed manager?
Well, see, John Paul's not going to get anywhere near.
Is there anyone, though? I don't think so.
Verbeek wears a good suit.
Yeah, it has to be Verbeek now.
Rudan has variations of the all black.
I don't like the
Black t-shirt.
No, like, he looks too scary with that.
Yeah, he's quite Diego Simeone-esque, I have to say. But, so, there was... Oh, so the Duke Panenka was Tommy Orr. Oh, so Tommy Orr brought down someone in the box.
Yeah, it was Cox.
Yeah, it was Cox. That was a very undefender-like challenge from Orr, who happens not to be a defender.
Yeah, what are the chances of that happening?
Okay, Joe. Matt Simon came off the bench, and he was actually really good.
This is Matt Simon's, like, meaning in life. He's just being a super sub.
Come off the bench, try and score and do the shackers.
Love it.
Love it. Probably surf in the morning as well. So Simon was actually good off the bench. When so Matt Simon buried a penalty, I do believe.
Yeah, buried it.
In my mind.
He did. I watched the highlights.
Okay.
2 minutes.
So, okay, good. And then it was, 2-1, game was on. And then Ruiz Diaz, who was a young Mariners fella, had a really good header and it was really good save.
Dude, that was save of the round.
Save of the round.
Seeing that save was like better than
Jamie Young's double save.
No, I reckon that one.
No, Jamie Young's double.
Because he has like reach out for it and then like he had like use his hand as well to like flick it past the post.
So Ruiz Diaz, they do tell young strikers to head the ball back to where it came from. He did do that.
Fair play. To save it. Is that insight from your FFA course?
No, that's just like it's really just a cliche.
Fair play.
I don't really coach off cliches either. Don't like it.
You just have your own style.
Of course. Moyadam had a late chance. It was a counter-attack. And he was like driving at the defence and he didn't pass to Muller. He could have. It's one of those ones where it's like you could have cut it back and he didn't.
Yeah.
Muller absolutely took his head off.
Oh.
Old player, experienced player taking the young boy's head off. I don't like it.
I love seeing like older players race younger players. I don't know, like I love seeing that emotion.
It was an interesting sort of moment. And then not long after, Adam combined with Muller for the Simon goal, which was really Simon Cox goal. Which was awesome.
That was a great goal. Some brilliant tiki-taka.
It was. Muller's pass, world class.
Yeah, like first time as well. Like that's what I love seeing, one-touch passing.
Yeah.
Like if you see me play indoor soccer, I always look for that one-touch passing. I did a good pass last week. Like they filmed it as well.
Who? Oh, really?
They filmed a bit.
So I refereed you, Joe, playing indoor soccer.
Yeah. You didn't give me any easy fouls.
I was about to give you a yellow card. Actually. I was about to book you. Because what did you do? You did.
It was a 50-50. I went in to smash the ball,
and you just kicked
the guy got there first.
And then you also kicked the ball away.
That's a different story.
I should have booked Joe. I should have booked him.
Could have.
All right, Joe. That was the games. Do you have a team of the week?
I had players in a team of the week.
You made a six-a-side team.
This week it's a six-a-side team. Let me get it up though because slightly underprepared. But in goal was Loper.
Okay, Loper.
In goal was Loper.
Okay.
Then I had Delbridge in it because of his tackle and I don't know. There's something about a tackle, a nice crunching tackle, which I like to see.
Okay. Team of the week.
And then we had Petrados because of his miss.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm still baffled how he doesn't score that.
Yep.
It's Petrados as well.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Next is Muller. He's probably player of the round, Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller. What's his name? Nikolai Muller.
Thomas. The actual player of the round. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Goal, assist.
Yeah.
He gets just off that one-touch pass. Then we got Halloran.
Yep.
Scored 2 goals.
He did.
Why not? And Bruno Fornaroli.
Okay. Interesting.
That's my...
Is that a six-a-side team?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I couldn't think of 11 players because I didn't watch the games, but...
You could have given it to me, but
we'll take that.
All right, Joe. We should move on to our Twitter Q&As.
Yes. We had a few good ones this week, fellas. Keep that up.
Do you want to read the first one?
Which one should we begin at?
Just start the top.
Oh, that's a big one. Okay, so Waterboy asks, second division comes in and your local side gets a place as one of the sides. Fair enough. Do you continue supporting your current A-League side? Support both, even though there's a strong chance they could play against each other at some point. Like been an emotional struggle dealing with the semi-decent chance.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's like been an emotional struggle dealing with the semi-decent chance of Fremantle getting a second WA slot.
So, Joe, it would be Fremantle. Well, let's just say, hypothetical, Fremantle are in the A-League.
Yeah.
What happens? Where do you go? Where does your
I
allegiance
say
lies?
my allegiance lies in Perth because it's closer to me. But I can see a lot of Fremantle people go into Fremantle.
The Italian Fremantle community.
Yeah, there's a big community there. Kind of feel my family.
Let's just say...
But no, my local club, I don't know, I'd probably stick with Glory just because I haven't had an emotional connection with my local soccer club.
Okay.
It's like to go to the next level.
Right. Even if
that's just me.
Yeah, fair enough. Even if I did...
Like, I'm a massive advocate of support your local.
Yes.
But when Glory's like 10 Ks down the road and my club's like 2 Ks down the road, I'll allow it.
Okay.
You know?
All right. I don't know if that made sense, but if my local... So let's just say Fremantle came in, or let's say I lived in Fremantle.
Yeah.
I said it's hard if I lived in Fremantle, but I'd still support the Glory.
I'd like to live in Fremantle.
Would you?
It's a bit hippie.
Are there jacarandas in Fremantle?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
We could film there one day.
In Fremantle?
Yeah.
All right.
Like the beach in the background, something like that. That could
Bit
work.
windy, though. I would stick with the Glory because I want to see the Glory go all the way. I don't know what all the way is, but maybe the treble.
Like we've been on the journey for long enough that we need to see
We have.
like, an end goal.
I was there when Todd Howarth scored the extra time goal against Wellington Phoenix.
That was good fun.
You were there as well.
Yeah, I was there.
Very, very good.
Anyway, John asks, will Roy O'Donovan score on his second Jets debut this weekend?
I think he will. I think that's if you're a betting
100%
man.
bet on that.
If you're
put
a betting
the house
man,
on that,
put
for sure.
I want to put the house on it. Can we put Brimmer's house on it? We were talking about Brimmer's house the other day.
Wilson's house.
Wilson's okay.
No, he'd definitely be renting that out for sure.
I'd put Wilson's house on it.
Like he'd be using that maybe as like collateral for like a house in Wellington. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to continue reading, Joe?
Yeah, you can go.
Now. Is there any replies to that?
No, don't worry.
Okay. And
There's a good one by Grouse Grant.
Grouse Grant. This is hilarious. Is there a direct correlation between your influx in patron money and your second overseas trip in as many months?
100% no.
Are you sure?
We can disclose that all the Patreon money is going towards a charity tomorrow whenever it's in my bank account.
Yep.
And it did not go towards any bingtangs in Bali.
It didn't. Now, Joe, but so this is... I replied on Twitter that there's heavy speculation there is.
Yeah.
The money does go into Joe's account for full disclosure.
Yeah.
And we will, once we've donated
We'll
the money...
screenshot when it's in my account, we'll do it. And Trent's going to match it.
No, we're splitting it.
Yeah.
So I'm not happy. It goes into your bank account, then I match it.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
Okay.
The podcast is breaking up. I'm getting fired.
No, you're fired already.
I'm fired already.
Because
I did too much study.
You tried to slander Tony Popovich again.
I love Tony, though. Sorry. Just don't take my quotes out of context.
Yeah, then Bruno Smith asks, what is the craziest thing you've left in a Macca's?
I don't eat Maccas at all.
Yeah, you're very good with your fast food.
Mm.
I've left nothing in my Macca's. This is in relation to the alleged story about Mark Rudan.
Oh, well, I haven't had this.
We're not going to get into it because of legal reasons,
Okay.
but it is quite scandalous and
What, recently?
probably happened when he was working at Fox Sports.
Oh,
Google it when you get home. There's like a Sydney Morning Herald article about it.
interesting.
But yeah, it's all alleged, so we're not getting involved.
We're not going to allege anything against Mark Rudan,
No.
even though we may have alleged.
Even though I did before, but I retracted those statements.
But have you left anything else, like in some other restaurant?
I lost a hat once.
Okay.
I left in a restaurant.
I left my wallet in an Uber.
Oh, that's a tough
Do you know how we got it back? This is a good story,
Go
actually.
on.
This is a good story. So, I kind of didn't realise after like 10 minutes, and it was where it was going to a party, and I probably realised about 10 minutes after, and then the person I was with, we rang the Uber man, and then it was like this frequent back and forth of us ringing him and him ringing the phone, and we
Okay.
couldn't work it out. And then my father messaged my phone and said, $50 reward, bring to this address, and then boom, he took it to my home.
What a man.
What a man.
Anyway, next question from No Nonsense Defender. He asks, which country has the best flag? Vatican City. That's mine.
What is the flag for the Vatican City?
I can't remember, but I saw it when I was there. I liked it.
Okay.
Australia has a good flag because it's my country.
Australia does have a good flag. I do like I was going to say Macedonia.
Myanmar has a good one.
Myanmar. Okay. All right. Finland.
I like Japan's. Japan's is nice, simple, and symmetrical.
Okay.
That's probably about it.
How much geography do we know? Is the real question.
I'm pretty good with my geography.
Are you, Joe?
Yeah. Got a question from Jake Colangelo. What do you think Diamante eats before a game?
This is a great question.
I reckon he just eats crystals.
Good vibe crystals.
Yeah, he recharges them in the sun, eats them. He sprinkles it on his breakfast, like salt. That's what
I think
does.
he wakes up, has a espresso with a... He'd eat strictly like an Italian would.
No, I think he's vegan. He might be vegan.
Okay, well, he's a vegan Italian then.
Yeah.
Is he vegan?
He might be.
So he might make vegan... he might make a nice vegetarian spaghetti for lunch
Who knows?
before the game.
I'll buy that.
Who knows? We're trying to find out. Okay.
Have you got any more?
David Clark. Which former player would you like to see back at your club or the A-League?
Oh,
Eugene
Nikita
Daddy.
Rukavitzia.
Oh, he's a flog.
No, he was my favourite player at Glory, man. Back in the day.
He was, because he was like our only good player.
Like, did you say Eugene Daddy, though?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's hilarious. He's just a big, funny figure.
Mate, he's not getting a game ahead of Gabriel Popovich, though.
He's not. Which is very sad.
Nobody is, though.
Which former player? I feel like... I don't know. Kevin Muscat.
I'd love to see Adrian Mirzaevsky back in the A-League.
Mirzaevsky.
Yeah, that one.
Kevin
I'm
Muscat.
not good now at long names. No. All the Greeks and he's Polish, eh?
He is Polish.
Yeah, just have
Are you a
simple
good
names,
podcaster,
please.
Joe?
Huh?
Are you a good podcaster?
Dude, it's 11:30 at night. The heat's taking it out into
The
a long day.
heat's really...
That's why I'm slurring my words
I think
now.
I don't know. We'll have to look back what I talked about Tony Popovich. That's all right.
Do you have anything much to talk
I
about?
want to see Kevin Muscat play in midfield. That's what I want to see.
I want to see him in a charity game just break someone's leg.
Luther-
Just for old time's sake.
Luther Blissett asks, did someone put something in your boogie board cover to give to Novak last night to help with his quick recovery?
I didn't watch the tennis, so I don't know. Next question.
But, okay, is it directed at you, your boogie board cover, Joe?
It has to do something with Bali because of Chappelle Corby and Novak because of the tennis, but I didn't watch the tennis. So I have no clue what
Joe, the
question's
people
on
listening are
about.
not going to be tired. Just because we're tired.
Dude, I'm so tired now. It's 11:30. This is the sleepy time special.
Okay. How many injuries, this is from T, Suvla, how many injuries will the victory end up with in the goal celebration of victory scoring the derby?
2.
I think Basher will do his hammy.
I think 2. Next question.
Naboot will do his Achilles. Joe, enough.
I'm that tired now.
There's like no more questions.
Yeah. Opinions on Jack Grealish's trim. It's peng.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, anyway, now it's 11:30 at night. I'll upload this in the morning.
Okay.
Everyone have a good day at work tomorrow. Stay safe. Eat healthy. Go to bed. Record podcasts at a reasonable time.
Are you jet lagged?
No, it's the same time.
Okay. That is a thing. You have to be... Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had a coffee today, that's why.
Jet lag equals...
Bad podcast.
Different time zone?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, guys... just enjoy life.
Shit. I don't think... Okay, was this our best work?
We're going to lose so many views after this one.
We started alright.
Yeah, I just hit a wall like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, okay. With that being said...
I think we did alright.
I think we did alright. We'll suss the green screen. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, comment everywhere. Send us in your Q&As.
Joe's going to go to bed now.
I'm going to go to bed now. Big ups all the hot weather. We'll see you guys at the beach. Who knows? Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.